Welcome back to What RT Noobs with General Disturbance. This is the Lorraine 15550. It's the Tier 7 French SPG. It's located on the north spawn of Steps, and this one is under the commands of MCHammereD. And he's got 2 marks of excellence on the barrel of his carpet coloured gun, where it's a 155mm howitzer doing 700 alpha, penetrating 28mm, or is it? No, it's not, 14mm pen. And it's based on the hull of the Lorraine 40-ton tank, and that's the reason why this artillery was never put into production, because the Lorraine 40-ton tank was cancelled. Now it is quite a fast Arty, 60 kilometers an hour, and it's got a fairly good reload time as well. The book reload at the moment is 28.57 seconds, but you can see that MCHammereD's managed to reduce that somewhat. I think he's down to, it said 23 I think before we went to the aim, and he spotted an enemy tank up near that rock. I think it's a Barrask. Be quite nice if we could take a Barrask out with one shot. He might be behind the bushes a little further up. I'd aim the other side, but I think he's waiting for the Barrask to pull back behind the rock. Okay, he's decided to aim over to the other side because the enemy's turned up over there, and never waste an opportunity. IS-6B, Tier 8. This is a Tier 8 game with Tier 7 tanks in it. Rounds out. Oh, he looked away just after he fired, so we never got to see what actually happened to that shot, and I think I might have to take control. He did get some stun on him though, because he's picked up some stun assists since. Yes, if he's going to shoot and then look away straight away, I will take the charge of the camera. Yep, that's the rule I tell everyone, and in fact I do say a lot of people, if you look away after you shoot, I just won't do the replays because it's not going to be interesting to people. Okay, T-29's gone. He was taken out by the Lorraine Lanson C, but there's a whole bunch of enemy tanks turned up over this corner. Rounds out. Oh, that's better. He did stay with the camera there. I think he did hit the Tiger too, because he's the one who's showing the stun. In fact, they're both showing stuns now, so I think the other RT on our team is also firing in that direction. He's an S-51. Okay, it's difficult to hit tanks that are actually close to the ridgeline, so he's going for KD3. So stop KD3. Hits him for 240, which is a low roll penetration, or non-penetration. Say an average roll non-penetrator would be 350. He's going to try and put a round into the Tiger 1, but we lost sight of him. We do have a number of tanks down there, and it all looks like the T-150 or the KV-3 is moving, so somebody's parked behind him. And he's done it again. He's fired and then looked away immediately after doing so. Naughty! As I say, keep doing that. He won't get any replays done. Okay. Tiger 1 is over by the KV-3 wreck, using it for cover. I think he knows that so long as he's actually near that ridgeline, it makes it easier. He does it again! But he did get a critical hit on the target, so he must have hit him for 260. Yeah, it means I'm going to have to take control of the camera, and despite what he does, look away, but that's a yellow card to MCHammereD. If you keep doing that, I won't be doing your replays, sunshine. He's trying to aim behind the Tiger 1. Rounds out. No, hits the ridgeline. He's been spotted. Somebody's found him over here. That's probably the Barrask. I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, he's decided to duck into this corner for cover, just in case the Barrask comes round, but they're notorious for taking out Arty with a couple of shots in their 105mm gun. He might be able to get a shotgun off to kill them though, because the Barrask has got thin armour. And he could get a high roll and take the guy out, but no guarantees. He's going to have to come out from here eventually. Can't spend the rest of the game hiding in the corner. It was the Barask, and the Barask has been found by the Lanson and came back. And unfortunately we lose the Lanson. And the Barask, well, he's still got 64% of his health, but he's about to lose a bit. Oh, he shotgunned him and then rammed him to kill him. He got a kamikaze out that one. Yeah, he rammed the enemy to death. He shotgunned him first and then went in for the ram and finished him off. Well done. That's brave. That is really brave doing that one. You say brave but foolish. But it worked. If it's silly but it works, it's not silly? No. If it's stupid but it works, it's not stupid. Yeah, that was the phrase, and Jiggles made that one famous. Oh, the enemy's down to just 2 now. They've got a Tiger 1 and the SU-122-44. So I think they've got this one in the bag. And he's aiming for the Tiger 1. He could take this guy out if he can get a direct hit, or just even nearby him, because he's very low on hit points. Shout out! Kill shot! Yep, that was a good one. It's nice when you've got an enemy who's only got a few hit points left. You know you can take him out if you can land a shell nearby him. It helps your teammates. Okay, the SU-122-44 did have a lot of hit points, but he's now lost a lot. And he's now one shot and he's out the game. And that is a victory, so his PP is up. Well, not his PP, but you know what I mean. Here's the end of battle stats for that game. And MCHammereD managed to get an ace tank in the Lorraine 155 Milli 50 on the Steps map. He managed to get a bruiser for getting at least 5 critical hits. He got 7. He got a kamikaze medal. He took out a higher tier tank with a ram kill and survived it. Yeah, and very well done. Well, you don't have to survive it to get a kamikaze. You just need to take out a higher tier tank by ramming it to death. And you don't often see kamikazes earned by Arty, but when you do see them, they are very much worth it. And he did the right thing. He actually went in for the ram as well as the shotgun at the same time. Got really close, so the shotgun just really couldn't miss. And he stripped away the hit points, and it wasn't enough to actually get the kill shot. But when he rammed the guy, that's what got the kill. And so he walked away very satisfied after knowing that Barask didn't get what he came for. He was actually shortchanged, you might say, or at least he was denied on that occasion. Let's have a look at the team score. He didn't get the highest damage in the game. Well, that time, the highest scorer was the Skoda T56 with 3,702. 2,871 went to the T29 and 2,396 to the T103. I'm afraid he was actually in, was it fifth place overall, because the Barask on the enemy team managed to get 2,135 before MCHammereD put an end to his game with 1,794. When it came to kills, it was the Comet who did the best. He got 3 kills. 2 kills went to the T29, MCHammereD, the Caro, and to the Barask, the Tiger 2, and the Prima Victoria on the enemy team. When it came to base XP, it was the Skoda did the best with 1,213, 1,134 went to the T29, and then we've got MCHammereD with 1,029, and those are the only 3 tanks who managed to get over 1,000 in the game. 9 shots fired, 6 direct hits on the enemy, 1 penetration on the enemy as well, 7 splash, 1,794 hit points, of which 993 were at long range. The difference was, of course, the Barask, and it was the Barask that he actually penetrated. Pretty certain of that. He certainly put a big shot right through his side, 801 hit points of damage in total, and that's more than his alpha. So yes, going in for the ram really did work on that occasion. 4 enemy vehicles damaged, 2 killed, 1,279 hit points of damage, of which of stun assist off 7 stuns. He earned 30,500 and is that 23 or 33? It's 33, I think, isn't it? Yep. 40,000 from personal missions payout after repair and ammunition resupply took away 75,870 credits profit. 1,029 XP times 2 for the first victory, 772 for personal reserves, and 3,088 from personal missions payout took away 6,948 experience points altogether. Now, I would actually say to him, I did say during the battle, please don't look away immediately after you shoot, because we want to see what happens to the shell. We want to see if it hit the ridgeline or if it went long. It's the whole idea is actually have an idea. Are we being shortchanged by wargaming? Is the shell landing near the target? Did he let the rescuer dial in before he fired? Or a number of factors, but we want to see the damage done to the enemy tank. We want to see the satisfaction of knowing that Arty was patiently waiting for the right moment to get the right shot and did the damage that helped his teammates win the game. So please do stay with the target, don't look away, because otherwise we have to take control of the camera, and if I have to keep doing that on games, then I probably won't do the replays in the end, because it's just not worthwhile. It's very dissatisfying having to stay with the target even though you've started looking elsewhere for a new target, because we do want to see what happens to the shell. Anyway, apart from that, it was a really good game. So if you enjoyed that replay, please give this video a like, do subscribe to our channel, leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm. And of course, do let other people know that we've got a second channel called The General, where you can watch replays without any annoying commentary whatsoever. Yes, you don't have to listen to me waffling on. You can just watch a fantastic game with loads of medals and some really interesting gameplay. Thanks for watching.